Okay, Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina. So, in your case, from the qualities, which ones do you think are the ones that you apply when you work from home? Which ones do you apply more when you work from home from the ones that are here?
Maybe have initiative and have self-discipline. Because as you said, nobody's watching you and you have to optimize your time.
Exactly. Okay. And when you work at the office, which ones do you need more?
Have communication skills and I had initiative maybe too.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I think also when we work as a team, we need also to be optimistic, right? Because when we find negative people or pessimists, it's difficult to cope with that too. Okay, now we're gonna have this listening part. Can you really learn that? We're going to listen to three people who participated in workshops for their jobs. What type of workshop did each person attend? We have Anne, Thomas, and Paulina. That is the first part. Then the second part, we're going to listen one more time and we're going to write about what each person learned from his or her experience workshop. Yeah, and then we're going to have a discussion about workshops at work. Uh-huh. Do you like workshops? Hello, Fatima. I didn't see you were here. Good morning. Just in time to listen.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you usually have workshops at work?
Mm, yes, but mm, s- in this year we haven't like got but we usually do some in a long period of time.
Every 3 months or 6 months?
Around that, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's listen to these people and let's write what the type of workshop they attended and then what they learned.
Unit 12, Lesson B, page 102, Exercise 5. Can you really learn that? Part A. Listen to three people who participated in workshops for their jobs. What type of workshop did each person attend? 1. Anne.
I attended a workshop on how to communicate better with the people I work with. It's funny because the leader set up ground rules right away and wrote them on the board. Some people laughed and said they felt like they were in kindergarten. The rules were pretty basic. Don't interrupt other people when they're talking. Don't take things too personally. Criticize ideas, not people. And respect differences. We could see during the workshop how those little rules kept things flowing much more smoothly. I've found that I've been remembering them at work, too.
2. Thomas.
Okay, well, last week I went to a workshop on how to solve problems by working in small groups. The workshop coordinator started off by breaking the class into groups of 6. Each group chose a leader, a recorder, and a spokesperson. We all had to discuss a problem and brainstorm ideas. The leader didn't make decisions. She just made sure that everyone spoke. The recorder wrote an objective summary of the group's conclusions. Then, the spokesperson reported our results to the rest of the workshop and answered any questions. We all learned the benefit of addressing work-related problems as a group and joining together to come up with a solution. I think this system is definitely better than trying to tackle a problem separately. It's less stressful, and sharing different ideas helps you come to an interesting solution sometimes.
3. Paulina.
Well, I attended a role-playing workshop in the store where I work. All the managers and salespeople got together and took turns pretending to do the other person's job, as well as playing the part of the customer. The leader would give us a scenario, like, an angry customer tells the sales clerk that he wants to speak to the manager. Well, that's a common one. Well, anyway, we would role-play the situation for 5 minutes and then analyze it. You know, it was actually very interesting to put yourself in someone else's shoes. It helps you to better understand the needs and concerns of your fellow workers, supervisors, and customers.
Wow, that's interesting. So, what kind of workshop did Anne attend?
She attended to a workshop about how to better communication skills.
Okay, how to have good communication skills. Good. And Thomas?
Thomas went in a workshop where I don't know how to, but it was they have to create like small groups and discuss like a problem and make leader decisions, and also have like a spoke person who resume everything that what they have doing. And maybe it was like a workshop where they shared like their own ideas, but I'm not sure how to call this
Yeah, the
specific.
topic was how to solve problems. Yeah, how to solve problems. And Paulina, what was the workshop that she attended?
It was a role play.
Role play workshop. Role play workshop. Yeah. They have to play the role of the customer, the manager, different people. Okay, so they changed the roles. Okay, we're going to listen a second time, and we have to identify what each person learned from his or her workshop experience. Okay.
Unit 12. Lesson B. Page 102. Exercise 5. Can you really learn that? Part A. Listen to 3 people who participated in workshops for their jobs. What type of workshop did each person attend? 1. Anne.
I attended a workshop on how to communicate better with the people I work with. It's funny because the leader set up ground rules right away and wrote them on the board. Some people laughed and said they felt like they were in kindergarten. The rules were pretty basic. Don't interrupt other people when they're talking. Don't take things too personally. Criticize ideas, not people. And respect differences. We could see during the workshop how those little rules kept things flowing much more smoothly. I've found that I've been remembering them at work, too.
2. Thomas.
Okay, well, last week I went to a workshop on how to solve problems by working in small groups. The workshop coordinator started off by breaking the class into groups of 6. Each group chose a leader, a recorder, and a spokesperson. We all had to discuss a problem and brainstorm ideas. The leader didn't make decisions. She just made sure that everyone spoke. The recorder wrote an objective summary of the group's conclusions. Then, The spokesperson reported our results to the rest of the workshop and answered any questions. We all learned the benefit of addressing work-related problems as a group and joining together to come up with a solution. I think this system is definitely better than trying to tackle a problem separately. It's less stressful, and sharing different ideas helps you come to an interesting solution sometimes.
3. Paulina.
Well, I attended a role-playing workshop in the store where I work. All the managers and salespeople got together and took turns pretending to do the other person's job, as well as playing the part of the customer. The leader would give us a scenario, like, an angry customer tells the sales clerk that he wants to speak to the manager. Well, that's a common one. Well, anyway, we would role-play the situation for 5 minutes and then analyze it. You know, it was actually very interesting to put yourself in someone else's shoes. It helps you to better understand the needs and concerns of your fellow workers, supervisors, and customers.
Okay, so what can you tell me about Anne? With Anne with an E.
And they learn like she mentioned that they learn like some rules that they can apply in their job. And something that she mentioned was that they learn how they learn to criticize ideas, not people. And
Yeah, she mentioned that at the beginning they thought they were pretty simple instructions, but that at the end they help a lot, right? When she said something. Let's check here. Mhm. Yeah, not to interrupt people, not to take things too personally, and to criticize ideas, not people, as you said, and to respect differences. They felt like in kindergarten, but those clear instructions help them, right? Okay, what about Thomas? What did he learn in the workshop? Sabri?
I think, yeah, I think he learns about how to solve problems by working in small groups. And it was an activity with a leader and a spokesperson. They discuss a problem and they enjoy to join together the solutions and doing this brainstorm because it is less stressful than try to solve a problem alone. So I think that this was the main thing that he learned.
Okay. Yes, that was what he learned, right? How effective is to solve problems in small groups rather than the big ones, because with more people it's more difficult because everybody has different ideas. It's more difficult to get on an agreement. So it's better to do it in small groups. Okay. And what about the last one, Paulina?
they understand the needs and concerns of they learn how to understand the needs and concerns of their fellow workers, supervisors, and other people needs.
Excellent. To put herself in other people's shoes, to be more empathetic, right? Yes. Okay. And about Thomas, yes, I forgot to say that he said that it's better to solve problems with other people rather than oneself. Alone, right? Because with other people we have more ideas. Okay, now let's talk about your workshops. Would you like to take part in such workshops? Why or why not? Or tell me about the workshops that you have been to at work.
In my case, I think I like to be part of the workshops because I think that it's a good way to learn because you are doing something as an activity or discussing something with others, so you can get their ideas and also share your ideas. And it's nice, I mean, to know how the other people can solve the same problem as that you have and learn about them.
Okay. And what kind of workshops have you participated in, Sabrina?
The last one that I had participated on was about the company culture because they want to implement a new culture that is based on service. So we had a workshop about, um, I mean, we discussed the history, the process, the communication between the teams, and we also shared what we expect about other teams, and we also listen to what other teams expect about us and how we can do our job by serving others.
Nice. That was nice. That sounds interesting and dynamic and effective. Okay, what about you, Fatima?
Well, in my case, as Sabrina says, I got the same workshop, and also another where I have been to is one in where we discuss like to create like a kind of business or a kind of brand with some ideas that the leader of the workshop gave us. And we discussed this, or we create like some teams where with different people from different areas. So in this case, I really like it because I think that in the workshops we can also share our ideas, as Sabri mentioned, and also see the perspective from others, and in order to get a better idea and conclude a better final of the situation that we are discussing. So basically that.
Good. And would you like to be in a specific type of workshop?
No, I'm open to being whichever like kind of workshop. I think that it doesn't matter the kind of this the it it doesn't matter the kind of workshop they are, because at the end you're going to learn something, and this is something that I really like, to be open to to learn from different activities, from different topics, from different areas. So I really like to learn.
Yeah. My husband was telling me yesterday that he was in a workshop about social emotional health, how to deal with other people, how to communicate, how to socialize with other people at work. Oh, that was good
Okay.
because sometimes that can make problems, right? When you
Yes.
don't have good communication skills with other people, when you don't have those social skills, right?
Yeah. I think that at the end, sometimes this kind of topic is something that we assume that we already got. But at the end, it's a skill that we have to develop in order to get like a better communication in a better like thread with our partners as well.
Exactly. So yeah, any workshop teach you or teaches you something important, right, for your life. I remember my ex-boss used to say that because some people don't like to go to workshops. But I remember that she used to say that everything you learn is something that nobody can take away from you. It's something that you take for yourself forever, right? So it's not only for the work there, but for all your life. And it's true
Yeah,
because even though I'm not working there anymore, but what I learned is I'm still using it in this job, in other jobs. So yeah, that's important, right?
yeah.
Okay, Fatima. We're gonna do another last exercise. Uh-huh. I like this one. The most and the best. So we're gonna have these ideas. There are some ideas that we need to complete with your information. And then we can discuss reasons for our opinions. For example, one of the most open-minded people in my family is, I imagine that a lot of the most hardworking people, the most forward-thinking person I ever met is, the majority of my friends would agree that the best dressed celebrities include, the most easygoing person I ever known is, some of the most well-informed people I can think of are. So, can you complete the ideas? This is one example. One of the most open-minded people in my family is my uncle John. He's always willing to go to new places and try new things.
In my case, one más o menos. Well, and with the first one, maybe the one of the most open-minded people in my family is my sister. She's always open to learn about different perspectives and also from different cultures. And what else about the second one? I made a lot of most are working. Maybe I imagine for the second one, I imagine that a lot of the most hardworking people wake up early and set like their clear goals and objectives, and also stay maybe disciplined in their work. Mm, with the
Yeah,
third
and
one,
you also imagine that a lot of the most hardworking people make great efforts every day,
yeah,
right?
yes. Yes, the third one, the most forward thinking person I've ever met. The most forward thinking person.
Yeah, a person who thinks about the future.
Mm-hmm.
Forward thinking is thinking about the future, planning
Okay,
about the
well,
future.
I think it is one the most forward thinking person I ever met in my high school. It is I ever met is in my high school teacher. It was Mr. Cepeda. he was always like ahead of maybe scholarships or trends and encourage us to think critically about our own future in order to get a better future. And with the fourth one, the majority of my friends will agree that the best dressed celebrity include mm, maybe Zendaya. I don't know. I'm not really into on this kind of people or gems. But maybe
Celebrities,
Zendaya.
famous people.
Yeah. Maybe Zendaya or Joey Jonas, I don't know. They always wear like stylish and unique outfits on the red carpet, I think. And with the five one, the most easy kind person I ever know is maybe could be my friend Kate. I got a friend that nothing ever seems her to stress her to stress her out, and she is always positive. So maybe that. And with this,
Sorry, I found a picture of a dress of Zendaya. Wow, it's pretty good,
yeah,
pretty
yes,
stylish.
he is very like I don't know how to say, but like fina,
What?
like yeah, very stylish or fina. I don't know how to say if the same
Yeah,
like
it's
in English.
stylish, but at the same time with a good taste, right? They are not
Yeah.
like so much crazy like
Mm-hmm.
others because I've seen other actresses or stars that I don't like the way they dress, but
Yeah.
she has a good designer.
Yeah, she is like kind of elegant, but and also like try like base it on their own like style. I don't know, not like others that
Yeah,
kind of
for
crazy
example,
outfit.
Jennifer Lopez, she's always showing too much.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like that. I don't think it's elegant.
Mm-hmm. Same, the same. And I think that Zendaya something sometimes they show, but it's not that much as others. So at the end, but at the end, like most of the celebrities show show something how
Yeah.
they create. They depend on what they want to share. And with the six one, some of the most well-informed people I can think of maybe are the journalists and the researchers because they always stay update about the news and global events, and also they have to got like a deep understanding of different topics in order to get on share like the ideas and the news they got.
I can think of my cousin. She always knows about everything. She knows something about everything. Yeah, the volcanoes, culture, or food, health, whatever. But she
Uh,
always knows something about it. She's older than me, right? She's like 50, like 54 or 55. But yeah, obviously, I think, well, it's her experience, right? In life, but
yeah.
also because she likes to watch documentaries, to watch
Okay.
news, look for information. So that's why she's well informed.
Okay, that's nice. She's
Yeah,
always update about everything.
exactly. Okay,
Okay.
Fatima, we have to finish, but it was a nice discussion in which we could practice speaking and we'll also learn vocabulary. Okay, I hope to see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, Miss, have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.